Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog. Great Fishes vlog. What's happening, peeps? It's been a while, but thing is, like I said, if I don't have anything to talk about, I'm pretty much not going to talk about it. You know what I mean? No point in wasting my time, really. No one watches it. So really, I suppose it's just for me. Although some people do watch them, I suppose. You know, I have some hits. Whatever. Not as many people do, and I do this primarily without any money and just because I want to. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about this time was that I recently entered a competition for Ginster's pasties. Now, it wasn't to win a lifetime supply of Ginster's pasties. In fact, it was to get a beanie hat. And anyway, I'm going to just use my magic, so to speak, to stick this beanie hat on. So, you ready? Abracad. That's right. There you go. I'm not entirely sure I'm allowed to put Ginsters on the net, but I just want to say to everyone that this is not an advertising. This is in fact something I've won, and seeing as I'm allowed to wear it, I hope that YouTube will allow me to put it on there. If they don't, then you're not going to see this. We'll see, eh? Anyway, enough of that. I look rather silly in it, don't I? Yes. Anyway, recently I had a bit of an altercation. I was basically waiting for the bus, and someone over the other side started, you know, making gestures, basically just to, I don't know, undermine me, or something of that nature. As I've been pretty much bullied when I was a kid for a long time, I've come to the age now where I just can't take it anymore. You know that point where you go, oh, that's enough's enough. I'm 38 years old and I'm just not going to take it anymore. I mean, little kids running amok and taking the piss out of me. Well, I'm not having it. So anyway, this guy, so I said to him, look, in fact, I said it rather angrily, you know, have you got a problem, mate? You know what I mean? I really looked at him angrily, like, I think I don't really want to take it anymore, like I said. So I'm going to stick up for myself. So I did that. The guy backed down instantly. I had a friend with him who I think he lost face with at that point, because, well, you know, he got all sheepish and said no, and he was very scared. And then he started to get angry after I'd done it, even though I said, have you got a problem? And he said no. You know, I thought, well, you'll leave it at that. But he got really angry. Started smacking the side of the bus station, going, oh, like that. And I thought, well, you know, he's only about 16, so I can't really hit him anyway. You know what I mean? And if he does in any way hit me, I'm going to go to the school, basically, with police. Anyway, enough of that. I mean, just to carry on with my story, I saw him today. I was on the bus and he was getting on the bus, but he wasn't wearing his uniform, he's just wearing his normal clothes. Although it was Friday, and really, he should have been in school at that time. So I think his parents don't put him in school. So I blame the parents, really, for all of this, but what can you do? Anyway, long story short, well, long story longer than normal, but shorter than I would have gone on about. Oh no, I've just made it longer even more. Anyway, he got on the bus and he sat in front of me, and I know he noticed that I was there, and before he made threats basically. When I got on the bus, he said, yeah, I see you again, I'm going to kill you, right? Well, he saw me again, and this time he sat in front of me, and I was sitting behind him, you know, not minding my own business. He didn't do anything, but I noticed that he was uneasy in his chair and looking back all the time, and I was thinking, well, don't make threats to people you don't know. Especially those who live around and know where you live, where you go to at the school and everything. I even know where he lives now because obviously I was on the bus, right? So I know where he lives. And I'm thinking, and you made threats to me. Then when I got off the bus, he was giving me all evils as he was going down the road, and I was thinking, mate, the guy must be retarded. Because if I really was psychotic enough to want to attack him, which I'm not, I just want it to stop. I know where he lives, I know what school he goes to, and I could quite easily just wait outside, wait for him to come out, and beat the holy living shit out of him. It don't make sense, it really don't, and I just wanted to make that clear to people now. In the world, anyone who's watching this has to understand that you shouldn't do that to strangers, because you don't know if that person you're doing that to is a Brian Sutcliffe. I will like to point out though that if I am bullied on the streets anymore, then I'm going to take measures to stop it, and if I have to take aggressive measures to stop it, then I will do. A few people who said that my videos were actually quite good. As you know, it's just me standing here with a camera in my face talking. I mean, no idea why they like it. Is it because I'm wacky? Is it because I'm zany? Is it because of the way I talk? I don't know. Anyway, I did enjoy making them. I still enjoy the thought of making them. I'm going to start making them again now. If and when I have something to talk about, or maybe every so often, but I wanted to make this update just to make sure that everyone understood. Just been playing Red Dead Redemption. If you guys haven't heard of it, then you're a bit behind, but basically it's a cowboy, country and western type game made by Rockstar, who used to make gangster games, like crime games and stuff like that. Rather than do that again, they've brought out a game called Red Dead Redemption. That was a couple of years ago actually, and I've only just got it for Christmas. I just finished playing it now, and I have to say that all the way through I was having an immensely fun time in playing this game. However, like a lot of people, I like to complete a game, and I had to complete this game. I had to go through and complete it, and that's what I did, and I've completed it and got to the sandbox bit. What annoyed me, I think about the end that I didn't like, was that you spent hours, I mean not hours, we're talking 3-4 hours playing the game as a person called John Marston, and then at the end he gets killed. You have absolutely no control over this, no matter how you play the game. You spent all that time with John Marston, making him all epic and everything, and then all of a sudden he dies, and his son takes over and does a revenge killing then of the guy that killed him. But what I find is you've invested so much time into making John Marston who you wanted him to be, and this really pissed me off. Now he can play as Jack Marston in sandbox mode, you know, picking up the pieces of where his father left off that you didn't do. Unfortunately, even though this was an epic game to play, and the sets were awesome, and you know, everything was awesome and worked, and the mechanics worked, sometimes obviously there were a few glitches where you'd have to go, oh my god, and reload the game just to start it up again, but other than that it was alright. Unfortunately now, because I haven't invested any time playing as his son, I don't feel attached to the character enough to want to keep playing. So in essence it's completely destroyed the game. So the only recourse is I have to give it a 7 out of 10. The only reason that it hasn't got a 10 out of 10 is because, well, to be honest, who's Jack? Do I care? No, I don't. Hey, does anyone else think I look like the scientist out of Back to the Future? Great Scott! What do you think? Do you reckon I could have a job? We're all living in America, America, a wonder bra. Wonder bra.